Hey everyone, this is Volt Stomp Sovereign. Welcome back to another solo queue ranked gameplay. We are playing with a buddy today, but before we get into the video, I want to say thank you guys so much for reaching 500 subscribers. Our channel has grown so much, and with the support of everyone watching these videos, you guys have been commenting almost every day, and I'm getting tons of requests, and it's getting out of hand. So if you would like to continue supporting me as a creator so I can keep making these YouTube videos, depending on which membership perk you choose, members will have access to vote on champions for me to play in ranked in Wild Rift, and members who opt in for the diamond perks will have access to play Wild Rift with me every single week. So go ahead and check that out. It is on my YouTube channel. It is up live. Thank you guys so much for your continuing support. Let's get back to the video here. So we did get our main role as support, but it looks like the mid lane wants to switch with me. So I don't mind picking Mel if I can secure first pick here. And as I say in every single game, everyone, we want to make sure we pick a champion that's going to bring the most value to our team in terms of team fight and synergy, and at the same time counter the enemy team. So let's go ahead and secure switching with mid lane for the role, just so they're not confused. I was able to get first pick. Looks like the enemy team did ban Mel here, and I'm going to say yes. But I also want a second pick here because Mel's banned, but it doesn't look like they're going to switch with me, but it's alright. I'll let them know that I want to switch roles, and I'll just first pick. I'm just going to choose Lux because Lux is an extremely safe pick for mid lane. So let me show everyone my runes here. I'm going to rock Arcane Comment, Cheap Shot, Tyrant, Eyeball Collection, and Absolute Focus. Now if the enemy team were to try to counter me as Lux, you know, she is super weak against assassins, you know, specifically like Katarina or like Zed. But let's see who the enemy team decides to pick. You know, I think Lux is a really safe mid laner pick, so not many people can counter me unless they know what they're doing here. But looks like the enemy team is going to pick up Ashe and Lulu, so great CC going out from the enemy team. Also Nidalee as well, so Nidalee does a high amount of burst damage. Our team is going to secure the Karma and Camille pick, so very strong picks from our team here. Lots of shielding going out from myself and Karma. And enemy team is going to lock in Syndra mid lane, so she's going to be really interesting to lane against. She has lots of damage. Just wondering if I need to switch my runes here. I'm kind of undecided, but I think I have. I think my runes are good for this game right here. So Nocturne is also going to be our jungler, so very strong gank potential from Nocturne going out here. I am going to decide to use Ignite this game and Flash. If I can get a snare onto Syndra early game, I can definitely combo her and pop that Ignite off to secure that early kill. So let's see how this game goes here. It looks like the enemy team's also going to lock in Ambessa, so she might be a problem for us come level 5. You know, her ultimate's going to make her super mobile, and she's going to do a lot of damage to me, so that'll be a very bad day if I get caught out by that Ambessa ult, Ashe ult, or even get queued from Nidalee. That's also going to be a bad day. So let's go ahead and jump right into this game, and let's cross-examine the enemy team's summoner spells. Alright, so it looks like Ambessa is going to be rocking TP. No TP going out for our top laner. So we have a lot more kill potential early, but late game, Ambessa can definitely react to his objectives faster. Ashe with Ghost and Flash. So pretty normal summoner spells from everyone here going out. So let's go ahead and take our... Actually, we're going to take Amplifying Tome instead of Boots this game, because I think the damage is going to work in our favor. Let's get our Pink Ward. And let's make our way straight out to this mid lane right here. Gonna mute my team so I can just focus. I don't want to get tilted. You know, we just hit Master this week. Gonna decide to be in Grandmaster hopefully at the end of this week. I might play a lot of games off camera, not recording, so I can just make that climb back to Grandmaster. And then it'll probably take me about a week or two to get to Challenger, and then another week or two to get to Sovereign, if I play consistently. But looks like Nidalee is in our jungle. Gonna make sure I get some damage off on her. Not gonna allow her free access to invade my jungler. Gotta make sure I definitely help out this Nocturne, because I hate when I play jungle and I have no support from my team. So gotta make sure I go around here and try to do as much damage as possible to Nidalee. Want to position myself on the side of my team rather than go to the side. And just got my level 2 there, so it's perfect. Great job for Camille for securing that first blood onto Ambessa. Now as Lux, I want to make sure that I'm doing as much damage as possible from a safe range. I don't ever want to walk in melee range. So if you're Emerald or Diamond and you're wondering how to improve with Lux, you know, she's very skill shot reliant. You know, just make sure you're landing your skill shots and you are not taking unnecessary poke. And you'll pretty much win the game as Lux. You know, once I get level 5, I'll start showing you how I do like the cross map ults. But for right now, I just want to kind of poke Syndra a little bit. She's super fast. I wonder if she has celerity, but just gonna get that snare off onto her. You're not going anywhere, sister. And gonna focus on farming. Syndra does beat Lux early in farm. So I'm just gonna make sure I keep on hitting these minions. And as soon as I have enough gold for my mana boots, I'm gonna go back and get that so I can have increased mana regen. Great job for Karma for securing that kill onto Ashe. And after I get these 2 minions, I'm gonna go back here and get my mana boots because I have no mana. You know, if you are a mid laner and you have no mana and no mana regeneration items, you need to go back. You are useless to your team if you have no mana. So let's go ahead and secure that. And let's keep an eye on top lane, keep an eye on bot lane. Gonna let them know that I have my ultimate, just gonna let the team know. That's the only reason why I'm unmuting them, so I can let them know. And if I see an opportunity to snipe, I'm just keeping one eye on the mini-map. I can see their health bar. And I'll make sure I'll just lock in on them and try to get that snipe onto them. But pretty much this is the laning phase. I want to make sure I'm securing gold. Looks like Nocturne's going in bottom. Gotta make sure I can get the snipe off. And unfortunately we missed that onto Lulu there, but she did bust her flash trying to dodge my ultimate. So great job for Nocturne for picking up that double kill. I'm gonna call that absolutely worth it. Again, we talk about this every video. When the enemy team uses their summoner spells to get away from your ultimate, it's always going to be worth it. Because their flash cooldown is way longer than your ultimate cooldown. So let's keep an eye on the map still, keep an eye on what's in front of me. Want to make sure that I'm prioritizing getting this farm. I don't want to allow Syndra an opportunity to slap me in the fucking face with her ball. That would be a terrible situation. So again, everyone who is a mid laner, you know, just make sure you're prioritizing your farm. Make sure you're not walking into melee range. That's super big. Again, I can't stress that enough. Do not walk into melee range as a AP range champion. You don't want to do that. That is going to be the worst case scenario for you. And let me just keep an eye on the top lane. Ambessa is super low. I don't necessarily want a KS, and I think that Ambessa is going to survive that because she has her health pot, so I'm not going to ult that right there. But I do see bot. Lulu is looking pretty low right now on the minimap. Just checking my damage on Arcane Comet. I do pretty good damage. And, oh yeah, look at Lulu right now. Oh my goodness. Look at Lulu, everyone. And gonna get that snipe across the map. That is what I'm talking about, everyone. And that's essentially the trick to Lux. You know, you just land your abilities, continue farm, apply pressure to your lane so you can secure the towers, get gold, get items, get fed, and rinse and repeat. This is all we're going to be doing all game as Lux. Looks like Nocturne is going into the ult there on Ambessa. Unfortunately, my ult is up in about 20 seconds, so I'm not going to be able to execute here. But let's continue warding off the Syndra away from our ward. We don't want her to take this pink ward without taking this poke. And I'm not going to rotate. I want to make sure I stay mid, sustain my farm. I might go back soon so I can secure my Malignants. Once I get Malignants, that's going to provide additional cooldown reduction on my ultimate. In addition to ability haste. So I love Malignance. I think it's the perfect item for all AP mid laners. Gonna get this ult off on Lulu and get the second snipe onto her. She is so mad, everyone. She is literally shaking her fist right now. She is so mad. And that is why I like playing Lux Mid, everyone. She's so fun. But she is super squishy. You know, if you know how to play against Lux, she's easily countered against assassins. Again, like Katarina, Zed. She's super squishy. So let's go ahead and secure this dragon. Everyone watching this video, make sure you are always helping your jungle take objectives. Do not be the odd one out. Do not be the person on your team who is not helping your jungle secure objectives. That is a big no-no if you are trying to climb. I'm talking to those specifically in Emerald and Diamond or less. Gonna get this snipe off onto Mbessa. Looks like she died from Camille, which is great. So after we make sure we get these kills on the team, whether it's a solo kill, double kill, triple kill, we want to make sure that we are securing these objectives, and our jungle is doing a great job by doing that already. That is the first dragon that we picked up, so let's continue killing these minions. Syndra's doing a really good job with dodging my snares. I only hit her with one snare, which is interesting. That lets us know that we are climbing the ladder and players are getting better with dodging abilities, predicting abilities. So I'm pretty certain that if I make a mistake, the enemy team is going to capitalize on it. It only matters of how quick they decide to capitalize on my mistakes. So let's make sure we keep an eye on the map here. Looks like Mbessa is trying to gank us mid possibly. Jhin and Karma may be fighting bottom again. Just gonna look at that. Nope. And that's what you guys need to be doing, is just constantly be flicking around the map, keeping vision on everything. Look at top lane, look at bot lane, especially when you're playing Lux. You know, getting these assassinations off with your ultimate is your bread and butter. You know, I didn't say KS, I said assassinations. Let's continue farming here. There's no need for me to physically go gank every single lane. That is one of the huge pros of Lux, is that she has cross map potential and presence without actually being in that lane. Her ultimate is a force factor, everyone, so you don't need to necessarily go to the lane. I'm going to continue pushing this tower. Looks like Syndra is bottom right now, so this is going to be a great opportunity for me to secure this mid tower. Great job for Camille for securing that kill onto Mbessa. And I have my ultimate here. Let's see if I can smack Lulu again. Come here, come here. Oh my gosh, let's go, everyone. Holy crap, dude. That was a blind ult, kind of. Holy crap, everyone. We are on fire as Lux. This is like my first game in like a month with Lux, too. So going into this raw. And let's go ahead and pick up our Infinity Orb for our next item. You know, this is going to increase our movement speed. Infinity Orb also does additional damage if the enemy is below 35% health. All your abilities crit onto them, so lots of damage, especially when we're looking to assassinate with our ult here. You know, got that mid lane tower, so now I'm possibly going to try to rotate to other lanes. Doesn't mean I want to necessarily give mid tower to Syndra for free. So let's clear this wave right here, and looks like Syndra's already here, so I'm not going to leave mid lane and give her tower for free. We want to continue to deny the enemy team free gold. We want to deny the team objectives. You know, what point is it of us having it? What is she doing? Is she trying to taunt me right now? What are you doing, Syndra? If I land a snare on Syndra, she's totally dead right now. Oh, wow, look at that Ashe ult. She's so salty. Gonna taunt her right now. Yeah, with that little emoji. Wow, that Ashe ult almost got me. This Syndra's doing a really good job with dodging my abilities, but if that Ashe ult had hit me, I totally would have been dead right there. So let's continue to shove this mid lane. Again, it is my priority. Let me see if I can hit. Oh, never mind. I don't need to hit Mbessa with my ult. But it's my priority to keep shoving mid safely. Right now is not a good opportunity because I can see Nidalee, I can see Syndra. You know, Nidalee is literally right in her jungle. I'm going to clear this wave and immediately run away because I know for sure she's right here. Just kind of baiting her a little bit. Let me secure this dragon. And yeah, you see that first ability from Italy? She's looking for a chance to assassinate me, so you know, this is an interesting game. You know, I can definitely tell that players are getting a little bit better. Gonna see if I can hit Syndra just blindly. Oh my gosh, she almost walked into it. She almost walked into my ult. That was so close. But look at that reaction timing, everyone. I'm showing you. People are alert. People are waking up. As soon as you start climbing that ladder, you start seeing the difference slowly but surely, everyone. And with that, we should be focusing our energy towards Baron side. I don't know why we're all bot side heavy right now. We literally have 3 people bottom. If anything, we should be picking a fight near Baron, top lane, or even mid, and rotating straight to the Baron if we win the fight. So looks like Syndra got Crown of the Shattered Queen so she can block my abilities, but I'm gonna show her that doesn't work with me. Let me see if I can proc her shield and do away with that little protection she has there. Look how fast she is though, oh my goodness. Looks like Camille is shoving top, which is what she should be doing. Italy is mid lane right now. Looks like we might be picking a big fight right here, which I'm okay with. If we win this team fight, then that means we can absolutely secure Baron. And I want everyone to program their minds to focusing the objectives. You know, I want you all to say it with me. You know, focus the objectives. Focus the objectives. And great job from Nocturne for going in on this fight right now. Gonna see if I can get a snare or slow off on anyone. Oh, you see that flash going out from Lulu? She would have got wombo combo just now if she did not flash out of that. Wow. Great reaction timing from the enemy team I'm seeing from this whole game. Great reaction timing. And we did secure Syndra, so why aren't we rotating towards Baron? Maybe when Nocturne will start it, but this tower is almost gone. So let me just see if I can secure this tower. And yeah, we pretty much got it. So I'm going to leave from here. You know, I'm not going to overstay on this. I do have blue buff, so I can continue poking from a safe distance. But it would be a bad idea for me just to hang out under their tower and give them that shutdown opportunity. I don't want to give them that. But I can definitely secure this tower. Come on, 1 minion. Oh, come on. That was so close. Looks like 4 people are top right here. Gotta maneuver my way behind Nocturne, see if I can provide support. Not sure why we didn't take that opportunity to take Baron that last fight, but it is okay, everyone. It is okay. I do trust my team. We are winning 15-6. And I'm gonna run away from this mid lane because I don't want Mbessa to ult me. And I'm gonna pick up my Rabadon's death cap and keep an eye on this Baron so I can steal it in case they start. And that's another pro of Lux as well. If you have vision on the objectives, do not be afraid to try to go for the steal with it, you know? I guarantee you a lot of players watching this video have stolen Baron or stolen Dragon with Lux's ultimate, and practice makes perfect. Holy crap, they have vision in this bush. Oh no, they have vision in this bush right here. I did not think they had vision right here. That is my mistake. And great job from the enemy team for capitalizing on that as well, you know? They are punishing me for me being naive, I should say. But they definitely have vision right in that bush right there because Ashe ult went out, Syndra's stun went out. I'm gonna let my team know that they have vision. And to not make the same mistake that I made was being in that bush there. So great job from the enemy team. But once we're back up again, we're going to focus on continue getting gold. Our next item after Rabadon's is going to be Crown of the Shattered Queen. That is going to block an ability from the enemy team, and it's also going to increase our ability power. I believe it's going to give us 80 ability power, which is a lot actually. Let me see if I can get a snipe onto Italy here. And I hit her, but she did not die. That is interesting. I don't think I had the crit from my Infinity Orb onto Italy. How the hell did she just survive that? She has like not a lot of magic resist. Okay, that's interesting. I hit Nidalee, but she didn't die, so. My ult is up in 7 seconds, so I can just keep spamming that ult. We have lots of ability haste. And I'm gonna make sure I keep warding off the enemy team here. Gonna pink ward this. Not gonna make the same mistake. Gonna make sure I pink ward before I walk into any bush. And fingers crossed my team's gonna group up so we can prepare for this Baron fight. This is absolutely critical that I need to be with my team. I need to be involved. And I want everyone to pay attention to my positioning in this next team fight. Or whenever there is going to be a team fight, just pay attention to my positioning. I'm not a tank, so I don't want to be the first one absorbing damage. I want to make sure that I'm far back. I'm a spellcaster. I want to keep letting off my abilities from a safe distance. Never getting into melee range. Taking advantage of Lux's range. And Camille is going to go in. That is her job there. Gonna make sure I get a snare off. I see Ambessa snared. Gonna get that ult off. And there we go. We are doing tons of damage to the enemy team right there. And that should be Baron right there. What are we doing here? Let's just stay with the team. And yeah, Nocturne is going to go towards Baron. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see. Again, wasting no time with securing objectives. Like I say in every video, you guys, if you secure a kill, double kill, triple kill, immediately program your mind to rotate to that objective. And right now, this Baron should be ours. We can definitely kill Nidalee. Gonna get a snare off on her and ult. Let's go. Just comboed Nidalee for everything. And that's gonna be a free Baron right there. Uncontested smite. Gonna go back here and continue building into the Crown of the Shattered Queen. And we're going to prioritize pushing all 3 lanes. Every time we take Baron, make it a priority to shove all 3 lanes, everyone. I'm talking to you, Emerald and Diamond players. Make sure you're shoving all 3 lanes with Baron buff. What use is it of having empowered minions if you don't use it to end the game? So right now, my role is mid, but if I see that my team groups with me, I'm just going to go bot or top. Looks like Camille's going to go top instead, so that's okay, and Jhin is going bot. So my team is already on it, and that's kind of the benefits of high elo. Gonna get an ult off on Ambessa because she just walked into my snare, but she did not die. Oh my goodness. Holy crap, that was so close, but that is an advantage of playing with a team that is climbing in ranks, is that they understand these game concepts a lot more. So I have no doubt that everyone watching this video, everyone who's following, you guys will all become Challenger Sovereign Sweats. I'm going to show you guys the way. Do not worry. Believe it or not, when I first started playing League of Legends, what really helped me was watching commentaries, and I do hope that by me explaining my process, my thought process behind every decision, that it is bringing value to your ranked games as well. So let's go ahead and continue. Oh my gosh, she had protection. What did she have just now? Why did Nidalee just not die? I think Lulu had Veil Enchant, and I can confirm this right now once it's safe. And yeah, Lulu has Veil Enchant, so she put Veil Enchant onto Nidalee, which is why she survived my ultimate there. I was so confused for a second. But we have Baron. Let's see if we can end the game here. Let's go. Let's go with the Elder, just getting that kill there. We are now 5-1-6. Involved in 11 out of the 25 kills on the team. And can we wrap this up, everyone? Come on. Oh, yes, got that snipe on to Syndra. She's so fast for some reason. But that is going to be the game. So thank you, everyone, for watching. This is Bolt Stomp Sovereign. Again, if you want to play Wild Rift with me, or you want to vote for a champion for me to play in ranked in my lobbies, go ahead and choose a membership that works for you. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.